Sharpshooter Sports edition. Today, my guest is Uncle Kurt.
What's up, Ollie?
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just relaxing after a long season. I get to spend family time and be home and put my kids to sleep, wake up with them. So it's been nice to relax a little bit.
That's awesome. You got some questions lined up, Ollie?
Uh-huh.
All right, go for it.
How old were you when you started playing baseball?
So as far as I can remember, I was about 6. I started with T-ball. So I started with T-ball and I kept progressing. It was more of a fun thing to do when I was younger. All my friends played baseball, so it was a good way to get out, be outdoors, get tired so my parents could put me to sleep easier. But it was a good time, and all the way from 6 years old, and now look at I am today. I'm 37, so been playing for a long time.
Did you play any other sports growing up, Kurt?
Yeah, I played soccer, basketball, a little bit of tennis. I swam. I did swimming competitively for a little bit. Obviously, boogie boarding and surfing and stuff like that. But
I didn't know boogie boarding.
Yeah, I try to do it all because I'm a kid. You know, as a kid, you want to do everything that you can. Just have fun.
Yes, I think that's great advice.
Who inspired you to play baseball?
Well, you know, the funny thing, it wasn't really, nobody, being from Hawaii, baseball wasn't really a big sport when I was growing up. So being inspired, it wasn't really inspiration, but, you know, it was something that I wanted to do in college. And I think it was pretty cool. So when I went, it was giving me kind of like a little starter to try to get into college because I wanted to keep playing. And I thought it would be really cool to do that. And then my other long-term goal was to be able to try to support your family playing a sport. I mean, who can be blessed enough to do that? So I think that was kind of a goal that I had. And I try to set goals in everything that I do. And in baseball, my goal was to really get to the major leagues and be able to support my family and see how hard my parents worked to allow me to play sports. And I thought it would be a pretty cool achievement if I was able to reach the highest level, knowing that my parents, my mom and dad that supported me throughout my whole life kind of reached that achievement with me.
Wow, that's awesome.
Why do you love baseball?
Well, I love it because it's a sport that I really love to play. I love it because I get to take care of my family, and I have 3 kids that get to experience a lot of fun things, and they get to travel like you, and they get to go see the country and interact with Major League Baseball players and professional athletes. And I think that's a cool experience that we're able to give to our children.
Yeah, you've definitely shared that with us, and those have always been great moments for us. So, yeah, thank you for that.
Of course.
Right here. We'll come back to that. Here, stay on.
Who are your favorite players?
My favorite players are Juan Soto, which is my teammate. I love Albert Pujols. He's pretty good. And, you know, Pudge Rodriguez, Hall of Fame catcher. He was like my favorite. You know who's also one of my favorites? You probably know him really well. Is Buster Posey.
Yeah, the Giants.
Really good family man, and he's a really good player, and he does everything right, which is really neat.
And that's your cousins.
What?
Your cousins. That's their favorite player is Buster. Yeah. Up here in the Bay Area. Great list. Can't argue with that.
It's my turn.
Cool. And who do you like, Ollie, besides, of course, Uncle Kurt? Who are some of your other favorite players?
BB.
It's your cousin.
Ricky.
Yeah, it's your cousin.
Brian.
Your other cousin. Yeah, we were just at a baseball factory over the weekend. Had like a little scouting weekend.
Oh,
So we
wow.
went to support, and they're going for it.
We watched my cousin play baseball.
Yeah, with
Oh,
all.
I'm glad they're able to play still.
Yeah, I guess they just kind of threw it together. All the parents were all for it, so
Yeah.
they had kids from all over the country, and
Oh, wow.
it was pretty cool. So we if we're not at your games, we're usually at his cousin's games,
Right on.
scouting, and just cool to see the kids continuing to get to do it. Oh, who signed you that ball for you? That Colton Wong.
Colton Wong.
Oh, yeah,
Of course, he's got to like all the local boys playing.
that's right.
All right, what else you got lined up, Ollie?
I made this one up.
Yeah.
Do you like to catch or bat?
That's a really good question. I love hitting. Hitting home runs and being able to hit is so fun. But being a catcher, to be able to be a catcher and to be able to guide the pitchers through the game and all that fun stuff, it's very awesome for me because I feel like I'm able to help them achieve their goal, which is to be successful, and doing it together is a pretty cool thing to do. But that being said, not hitting never gets old. I love hitting, and you probably love hitting too, huh?
I actually don't think I hit a home run when I was playing T-ball.
No, it's pretty hard to do that in the beginning, but
once, sometimes if you miss the shot, they throw the ball for you 3 times with not a T stand. If you hit it, then you don't get a T.
Oh yeah, when you get big and strong like your dad, you definitely gonna hit home runs.
One day.
Yes.
Did you ever have trouble focusing on the game?
Right, because being the catcher, you're engaged so much, and do you find that challenging at times where these games are so long?
That's a great question. As a catcher, it's really hard to stay focused that long. You have to be on for every pitch, and I think for those 3 hours of a game, that's like the hardest thing. And that's the most exhausting thing. Physically, it's fine. It's more mentally because you have to stay engaged in every pitch of the game. And after the game, you're just mentally pooped because you're just constantly focusing on every single pitch. And you're just like, oh, this game, especially when it's a long game, it gets even worse. But that's the hardest part for me. Physically, I'm fine. Mentally is the really challenging part.
Wow, interesting. So knees, back, everything, squatting for hours, that's okay, but it's staying in on the same page with whoever's pitching and all the coaching and the calls. That's the hard part.
Every pitch, and you got to worry about what pitch you're going to throw next, what pitch you're going to call, like what do you think the hitter's looking for, and all that stuff. So when you're able to check out and not play that day, it's more of a mental day than a physical day because you train your body and all that kind of stuff to stay physically ready, but you can never train your mind to go through 3 hours of such like focus and all that stuff straight. So the mental part is hard.
Wow, that's great perspective. What else you got here, Ollie?
Is there a story behind your number?
No, you know what? I've been number 8. I've been number 28. I've been 24. 28 was actually my first number they've ever given me when I got to the major leagues. So I always thought that was pretty cool to wear. 24 actually was one of my high school classmates. He was my teammate in high school, and he actually died in a car crash, and we were really good friends. And he was number 24. So whenever I get the chance to wear 24, I'll wear it in honor of him. So that's pretty cool. That's a cool story that I can tell people.
Look at
that's powerful.
Yeah. I love the flag, baby.
Wow, representing for your close friend, representing for Hawaii.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Last one.
Well,
what does it
here,
take?
hold on. Before you get to that question, Ollie, I will kind of kind of tee up some of Uncle
Really,
Kurt's.
man? Really?
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Oh my God.
But
we
you're.
cannot see your camera.
Oh, there we go. So,
There we go.
Kurt, you've been an all-star. You've been a College World Series champion. You've been a World Series champion. What does it take? Come here, Ollie.
Hey, I didn't say that.
What does it take to be a champion
Oh my
for
God.
all the kids out there?
That's
It takes some dedication. It definitely takes hard work, a good supporting cast like your family, your friends. It's not an I thing. It's definitely a team thing. And to be able to be fortunate to have such a good cast around you, like friends and family, your parents that support you. I think that all comes into play, and it's all a culmination when you reach that pinnacle of winning a championship. And it's not, like I always say, it's not about me. It's about everyone that was involved in the journey. It's a long journey, and when it comes and it happens. It's such a great feeling. It's so exhilarating that championship win, knowing all the hard work, not you just put in, but your family and your friends and supporting cast put in. The hard work for everybody has paid off, and you've reached that goal, and it's a great feeling.
Oh, that's awesome. Anything else you want to share with the youth? Any other positive messages?
Yeah, I like to always tell the youth, the Keikis back home, wherever I talk to, is always have fun. In sports, I think nowadays you see it more often where guys get so intense and guys get so one-minded on winning that they lose sight of the game. And as a kid, you need to have fun. And when I was a kid, I looked forward to all the potlucks after the games and hanging out with my friends after the games. That's the stuff that I look forward to. And now I think people lose sight of that because all they think about is success. But I think success is like achieved through happiness and having fun and just going out there and playing, and whatever happens. So I think for the kids, I always say, just have fun out there. Don't worry about winning and losing, and have fun, and just let everything take care of itself. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be, but you put too much pressure on kids. And I think that's kind of the downfall that you see nowadays, is too much pressure.
Oh, that's great advice. Well, you've been a great inspiration to us and to Ollie. Ollie.
I know. I love that jersey, baby.
We look at that all the time, and, great memories, a lot of inspiration. Ollie, this is pretty awesome. What do you think?
excellent.
Thanks for having me, Ollie.
What do you say to Uncle?
Bye.
Thank you.
For coming on.
Oh, yeah, right on. Thank you, guys.
Right on.
Football.
Thank you. Enjoy the off season. Enjoy the family. We'll talk to you later.
We'll be in touch. All right, guys.
Again one day.
Yes.
Yes, right on. See you, brother man.
Bye.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Let me end it. Oh, snappy.